Hello guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to make an angular scale on your lathe spindle. First of all, I want to say that I didn't plan to make this video, because from my point of view it's quite simple and this angular scale can be created without any tutorial. But you asked me to make this video several times, so in this video I will show you how I did this. You already know that I am not a native English speaker. So before we start, I want to say that usually I have some kind of text in front of my eyes, but for now I'm making this video as it is and I don't have any text, and sorry in advance if I make a mistake with pronunciation or terminology. And now let's start. For this section we need a round rod or round bar from any material, it doesn't matter. In my case it is brass, 9 millimeters in diameter. We also need a standard parting tool with parting insert. We also need old parting insert, which already broken, so we will use it for scratching the spindle. Also we need a diamond cutting disc to sharpen the old insert. And the main thing which we need, it is a digital angle protractor. Digital angle protractor is a cheap but very useful tool. I'm using it to setting up my compound slide. We can set the angle, fix the protractor, and set the compound. We need to install the protractor into the chuck, but we can't simply clamp it, because in this case it's not possible to get the full turn of the chuck. Of course we can just cut the protractor, but I don't want to do this. The second thing we should remember is the axis of the protractor should be aligned with the axis of the chuck, because if the axis of the protractor will not be aligned with the axis of the spindle, we will get the different angles and the tolerance will not be sufficient. So I will create the new shaft for the protractor and install the protractor into this shaft. I like to use the chuck with independent jaws. Clamping the part takes more time than usual, but I like that I can install the part with minimal runout. So here we can see 0.02 of a millimeter of runout. Let's have a look on the protractor. I should to create the same shaft. Nothing difficult, I think. It has standard sizes: 8 millimeters, 5 millimeters. So let's create the same part, the same shaft. The next step, I should to fix the protractor on this shaft. To do this, I can create the thread here, but I don't need this, because I can use the tailstock to clamp the protractor without creating thread on the shaft. I will show you. These are original protractor parts. Well, I should to properly install it to its place. So for now, I can see the angle. Then I can fix the protractor somehow. And now I can see the spindle angle with the sufficient tolerance. I've sharpened the carbide insert with diamond cutting disc. And I think you already know what will be next. As you see, I already have the angular scale on my spindle, so I will try to show the process using the random steel blank. Before you start it, I recommend you to use a permanent marker. I have set the scales to the 0 to control the depth of scratching. This scale was also set to the 0 to control the length of scratching. I think 2 or 3 times will be enough. Then we will go to the 0. Then turn the spindle for 1 degree. Oops, too much. Back and again. It is not comfortable to make this with one hand, because my other hand is holding the light. Okay, try again. Sorry, I will use my other hand. Here we are. 1 degree. Then move the tool to the chuck again. 0. Something like this, I think. And scratch again. Back. Push in the cross slide. Again. Back. Push in the cross slide. Too much. But for now it doesn't matter, just an example. And return the cross slide to the 0. So you need to do this 360 times. Let's have a look on the random part. You can make the depth of scratching, which will be comfortable for you. And then you can use the abrasive paper to remove the burr. But before doing that, cover your lathe bed with something and protect the chuck from abrasive. You can try to fill the scratches with the black or white paint. I'm not sure if I will be successful for now with it, because I'm using the permanent marker. Of course, we also need to create the numbers, but to be honest, I don't like the numbers which I got here. I will use hardened tool. To be honest, I don't know how to call this in English. And the hammer. Something like this. Not a perfect way, but it is working. This arrow, just a piece of aluminium from the cosmetics, which installed using double-sided tape. A special tool can be used to make the numbers, but I don't have these tools, and I think that is not good idea to use the big hammer on your spindle, because your spindle bearings can be damaged or something like this. So I hope this low quality video will be helpful for you. I wish you happy turning on your lathe, and see you next time. Bye.